friends, it's Nancy, and I am back for another Take Out the Trash Tuesday. So I spent a little time organizing first before I bored you with all the details. So I've started a pile of torn scraps to go into my collage bin. These things in the top of my meatball box are sort of the newest additions. This is all blank paper, like cut-offs of tea-dyed paper and things like that. So maybe, you know, back of the tags. This is, I gotta make some decisions about this. So this, I think I want to make another notebook. These are going to become, what's the word? Oh, faux cabinet cards. And here's that piece of linen that I wanted to try stamping on. So I found these little trims. I'm going to hang on to them for about another hour. And if I can't think of a way I want to use them, then they are going in the trash. This is, it's called a ticket holder. And I thought this might be a good template to use. Oh, I got it at the thrift store, of course, so it was 50 cents, so I probably paid 12 cents for it. I guess I have to tear the whole thing up. So it's this card, and then this looks like it's folded and glued on one side. This end's closed, and it's got a slot so I can slide a ticket in and out. So I'm going to tear this apart and use it as a template to make a different thing. All right. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to show very well or not. This is a page from a book, and it says Christmas 1908 with love to Lucille from Aunt Ada. And it's sort of got like this moire texture, and it's slippy. I don't know if I can use this, but I want to. So I'm going to put it here with this. So I'm going to keep it for exactly another half an hour. All right, let's get going here. So if you remember last week, I had found these. These were the printable for Nick the Booksmith's Scholar's Ledger class. And I decided I'm going to hang on to these, and I'm going to retake the class. So it offered two books, the Scholar's Ledger and Victorian Lady's Handbook. The good thing about Teachables is you can always go back and take the class again. Once you've paid for it once, you can take it over and over again. So I think one day when I'm not feeling so super creative, I will go back and take the class and make a Nick the Booksmith. These came from Nick the Booksmith's free class. So this is also on Teachables. And there's some different pieces and parts to use. So I'm going to use, since I've printed them, I'm going to use them. We need scissors. Okay. This I'm probably going to use for something else. These little items can become cabinet cards. And I can make something out of that, can't I? Okay. Well, let's no, I'm not going to make you watch me do cabinet cards again. You've seen me do that 100 times. At least. So we're having a heck of a winter storm right now. Lots and lots of snow. I think it's pretty universal at this point. And I think a lot of people are experiencing this, which is okay. Doug said this. Now this is kind of winter I remember, and to some degree I think that's true. We don't get the winters we used to. I feel like I did a little wow there. Yeah, a little wow. Look at that. That much. Yeah, I was going to say, I think I'll glue this first, but I'm not going to. Doug's outside shoveling right now. Could not get warm yesterday. It was so cold. And that's not me. I'm always hot. I thought, oh no, am I getting sick? No, it was just minus whatever. And the wind was blowing right through. You know what? That's this picture, I think. I'm gonna do something interesting with that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna set it aside for now and I will think on it later. So this little notebook, this is 7 by 9 1/8, 9 3/16. Just gonna cut it down 4 1/2. Let me score first. I'm gonna score it 3 1/2, which is halfway. sure if I should be worried about that or not. I could take a piece of this linen. Wonder how well this will tear. Shall we give it a shot? Well, not bad, not bad. Okay. I'm going to trim this one down so it's identical to the other one. I guess my folding was a little bit off. That whole whisker. Okay. Just going to take a careful look at this, make sure it's exactly the way I want it. There we go. So I'm going to sew in some pages first, and then I will put the linen over top. Does that make sense? Okay. And I want to round those corners. And sometimes there's a little lip from the cutting that happens, so I'm just pressing that down. Let's see what else Nick had here. Well, I don't think I can use those. But you know, had to look. Okay, let's do a little measuring. So these are 4.5 by 3.5. So I want my paper to be 1/8 of an inch in from each side. So I want 6 3/4 by 4 1/4. I better write that down. I'm actually going to do 6 5/8 because I'm worried that it just might be a little long, and I said 4 1/4, right? Okay. This is 4 1/8, so that's going to be perfect. 6 5/8, 6 5/8. I could probably cut a couple of these together. This one's going to have a rounded corner. Catsy is Doug's in the house now, so Cat's losing his marbles. Okay, sorry about that little hitch. Doug came in here swearing up a storm about this storm. So I want to put a little title on these booklets. I've put 5 pieces of paper in each. I haven't sewed them in yet. I'll do that later. So I've got a bunch of Tim Holtz ephemera stuff hidden here. I am hoping that there's something I can use as a label. Well, that's just handy. Oh, it's too big. Mm. That's not. That might be just great. Kind of like that too. Okay, maybe I'll use those two blue labels. Leicestershire Public Schools. That's where my mother's family came from, was Leicestershire. Leicester City. We decided on the... No, we didn't. We're gonna do the red and this one. Okay, now I'm going to put a little bit of fabric behind it. I don't think I'm going to get both of that piece, unfortunately. I don't know if you've seen me do that. If you've watched a while, you've seen me totally seen me do that. But instead of tearing, I'll use the blade of my scissors to tear against, so that it looks raggedy. But you still got a controlled tear. Okay, there's one. That didn't go at all the way I expected it to. Okay. So I just want to ink these a little bit, just the edge. really isn't showing up. That's better. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue stick on the back. I'm just putting a little bit of ink on these frayed edges. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is sew that on there. Sew that on there. And at the same time, I will stitch these little 5-page signatures in. Okay? Okay. Let's take these paper clips off. I'm going to knot these threads. Today feels like a tomato soup and grilled cheese day, doesn't it? Or maybe the weather's great where you are. It's actually Monday as I tape this. I should say record, because there's no tape involved, is there? I'm going to let the threads hang a bit. Okay, now the inside cover has this stitching. first of all, I'm going to flatten it down. This one also has a mark on it. So I got some truly old paper, and I'm just going to, this is even torn. I'm just going to see if I can get enough glue on here to make it stick and cover that up. Okay, held my breath there. I was fully expecting it was going to tear. There we go. Ugh. Thread's sticking to me. Okay, now I can take a fraction of an inch off there just to get a little more ragged look on the end. Same on this end. Don't want to make it too short. Stand up, you. Okay. So that should dry. I'm going to glue down that curly end. Like, I like it dimensional, but that one was bugging me. Okay. And the reason I did it like this is because I wanted to, if I put it on flat, it would have been difficult to fold it again. Like if I had laid it down flat, when I went to bend it, it would have been more difficult. Okay, I'm just going to put you aside there. So these, this paper card came from the cover of probably a ledger. Like I said, I've been working on paper still. Actually, I've got it pretty much under control. I think I might be done, with the exception of a few things that have been hidden. I found another stack of paper this morning. Okay, I do want to decorate this up a bit more. And I think what I'll do is put a title on them. I think I'll stamp a title on them. Once this glue is dry, I will ink up the edge as well. Okay, I'm just going to let those dry. Now, last week, when I was making hold that thought. No. Last week when I was making those these thingies, the pressed flower things using the place cards, and I took a look at the packaging and I thought, so I feel like I want to use this. Which of course means I need to do some collaging. Now, these are from a calendar. So I think I'm going to just tear up some of the more low volume bits. I guess if I get really desperate. Oops. Okay. That one doesn't have very much in terms of low volume. All right. Oh, I got one more. One more. Okay. I don't know if I'll have enough to do both, but we will surely give it a shot. Now I just got to remember I don't have to go all the way up. a little more of this dark brown off here. Oop. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll do it like that. Sometimes it's difficult to use these kinds of images because they're shiny. I don't let that bother me. Just putting a straight edge here. Put it on this side actually. And so I hope you're seeing the method to my madness. I'm going to let that dry because I'm going to have to go in with my X-Acto knife to cut that out. That's too much blue. Yeah, I think I'll go that way. I feel like I need to break that up a bit for some reason. Not that we're ever going to really see that, because I intend to cover this with note paper. How are we doing for time? Oh my goodness. Okay. Just looking to see if there's anything really exciting on here I want to use. Come on, you. Now, I need my glass. Not bad, it'll cover up with ink. Might be time to get a new blade. This should cut through like butter, and it's not. Okay. Oh. I thought this was my less sharp one. Now I could have used scissors. Like, seriously, Nancy. What are you doing, showing off? Whoop. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up. I'm going to cut some random pieces. Well, not that one. It's got glue all over it. I'm going to cut some pages, and then I'm going to sew around. So let me do that, and I will come back and show you what I got done. Okay, I'm back. So here's that postcard. And what I want to do is I want to stamp up. This is actually from a broken travel alarm clock, I think. So I am going to, this is a Stampin' Up set that I got for $5, I guess, at the thrift store. So I want to stamp on the clock face. I don't know how this is going to look. As you know, not a stamper. Scared to look. Hey, not bad. It's not bad. this had two-sided tape that was holding it inside the body of the clock, so that's why it was sticking. Okay. I'm going to glue this label here. This came off of a folder, but it's a genuine Denison tag, right? But it came off a folder while I was sorting through some stuff. Should I go this way? I'll go this way. Now this, I think it might take a minute or two for that to dry. So I'm going to use art glitter glue. Okay. Okay, it might be that I'm going to have to sew that down. Because even this doesn't want to stick. Well, you want to stick. Okay, let me show you what I've got going on here. This isn't done. This is eventually going to be a journaling card, but I think I want to add a third element to this, but I have to wait for that ink to dry. Okay. Oh wait, I wanted to. I want to put labels on these little books, but I'm not sure where my alphabet stamps are. We haven't got to that part yet. Okay, we'll just pretend I did. Okay, so this needs a third element. These need... God, that looks pink, doesn't it? These need a title. These are just little books. Here's one of my cards, faux cabinet cards I made. I had a little lace button ribbon detail, and I fussy cut this little pink baby shoe. I made 3 other cabinet cards. And these are the 2 little flip books that I made using the packaging from the Hallmark place cards. Now one, I went and collaged the back in case this is a piece that I want to take in, put in and take out. This one, this will be glued to a page, so I didn't have to collage on the back. And I know we went to a lot of work to cover it all up, but yeah, that's just how I roll. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 9 pieces done. I have paper to go into my collage boxes. So that's collage. This is collage. I haven't used this for anything. I think I'm gonna use this as part of a collage on a tag, but I don't currently have any tags that I'm working with, so it'll go back into the meatball box. All right. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this this version of Time to Take Out the Trash Tuesday. We'll talk to you again soon. Take care.